We're starting There you go, Huddy. There you go, B-Dog. There you go, Colt. There you go, Steele. Yeah, Damien. Yeah, Crew.
Good luck to both teams. Let's play hockey.
All right, here we go. Game 3 of the district playoff schedule. Irish in their whites today up against Farmington in the black and orange. Starting off at center ice, we got Broders, Hild, and Kaplan. Back on D, Eklund and Rath. Tigers in the zone early. Irish whip it around though. Here comes Hild out of the zone. Into the Tiger zone. Kaplan will pick up the puck. Around the net he goes. Kaplan circling. Still with the puck. Kaplan top of the blue line. Throws a shot towards the net. Comes out. Now Rath will get it back up to Kaplan. Kaplan loses it. Farmington across the line. Nice poke check there. Knocked puck away by Rath. Irish throw it out. Intercepted. Shot coming in. Right on net. Boldy with the early save. Irish kind of throwing the puck away early here. Another shot on goal. Boldy with the save.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities.
Hey, Joey.
Huge shots.
All right, Irish change it up. Graf out there with Pilger and McKenzie. Shot coming in. Knocked wide by Bjorklund. Another shot. Splinter tipped that one wide. Irish lose the puck behind the net. Intercepted pass. Here comes McKenzie. It's a 2-on-1 with Pilger. McKenzie wide shot. Rings it off the post. Pilger rebounds. Just couldn't get all of it on it. Now Bjorklund will pinch from the D. Offside. Same line stays out. Pilger will pass it back to Splinter. Splinter up to McKenzie. Tigers come out. It's a 2-on-2. Good back check there by McKenzie. They'll knock the puck away. Tigers centering pass right in the slot. Boy, tied up at the last moment by Bjorklund. Block shot by Pilger. Offside on Farmington. A little bit of a slow start for the Irish here. Line change. Slipka back in action tonight, or this morning. He's out there with McKenzie and Grunwald. Sorry, Aletchko and Grunwald. Shot! And a goal! It's Grunwald! Far post. Puts one in. Grunwald's been on a heater lately, and he hasn't slowed down. He continues his scoring streak. Putting up the Irish early on in this one. Eklund will pinch. Here comes Eklund. Eklund will bring it into the zone. Eklund bearing down. Shot right on. Saved by the Tiger goalie.
Block.
Slipka on the draw. Come back to Farmington. Now let's go in the corner with the puck. Throws it behind the net. Farmington digs it all along the boards. Eklund will sweep that puck away right over to a Let's Go. Let's Go dump it in. Irish going off for a change. Farmington quick breakout here. They're broken up there by the Irish. Still, Hill comes in. Shot blocked wide. Now Broder's in the corner. Hild grabs it, gets the Broders. Broders going out front. Puts it back to D, goes to Rath. Rath over to Bjorklund. Bjorklund takes a step in, shot deflected over the net. Now Hild in the corner again with a puck. Gets it over to Kaplan. Kaplan holds on to it. Loses it the last minute. Farmington throws it down. Moldy pushes it wide to Rath. Here comes Rath. Up the boards, he goes to Kaplan. Kaplan across the blue. Around one man. Kick save. Farmington rebound. Puck's right there. Broders. Chance of a rebound now. Boys being boys after the play. So Broders to the box, probably for a roughing. Not sure if Farmington gets one or not. So Tigers on the power play. Bench boss wanted an explanation for the penalty called.
That wasn't a penalty.
Shot coming in, knocked away by Splinter. Now here's Eklund. Eklund's going to take his space. Eklund brings it up into the zone. He'll throw it in. Kenzie comes over. Can't quite get to it. Comes back to Eklund. Eklund up the sidewall. Farmington gets it right back. Now Tigers in the zone. Blocker saved by Moldy right down to his pads. He'll cover up. Shot there wide of the net. McKenzie gets it out. He's going to chase his own puck. Here comes McKenzie in the zone with Groff. McKenzie lets one go. Shot. Knocked away. Farmington comes out. It's a 3-on-2. Harmless shot wide of the net. McKenzie throws it out to D. Gets it out of the zone. Now Pilger almost intercepted the puck there. Tigers throw it back in. Irish at full strength. Here's the breakout pass. Pilger, rink wide. All the way to a Let's Go. Let's Go on Slipka there. Here's Slipka, gets the loose puck. Slipka walks in, shoots. Right on, save. Now Slipka on the draw. Tigers shoot it around. They'll get it out of the zone. Slipka dumps it back in for the Irish. Let's go. Grabs loose puck behind the net. Goes back to D. Here's Eklund. Eklund walks in. He'll backhand it in over to Grunwald there. Can't quite get it. That Slipka, or sorry, Let's goes there. Over to Slipka. He loses the puck. Rath will pinch. Rath battling along the boards. Good job. Keeps it in the zone. Let's go now with it in the corner. Centering. Nobody there. Tigers throw it out. Offside on the Irish. So now we got Broders at center ice with Hild and Kaplan. Kaplan battling with a Tiger stick over there. Big scrum on center ice. Broders chasing it down. Now Spinner pushes it up the boards. Farmington right back with it in the Irish zone. Hild will knock his man down. Nice enforcer-like play there. Tigers throw it back behind the net. Broders on the puck, loses it. Centering pass out front, shot coming in. Knocked away by the back of Bjorklund's leg. Now Splinter out. He'll get it in the zone, go down and lose a stick. Hild wins the battle along the boards. Hild shot, blocker save. Rebound sitting right there. Held onto by the Tiger goalie.
Hey, ref, get control of the game. What's 21 in the box? Just punch the big unit.
Irish on the power play. Pilger with a shot, doinks it off the side of the goaltender. Missed chance there by Groff in front of the net. Tigers get it out. Irish have men back. McFarland stick the on puck, got it aside. Now McKenzie picks up loose puck with speed. Here comes McKenzie with speed, dodging and weaving, working his way through the crease to the net. Not enough on the shot. Tigers coming back. Eklund back on D. Forces man to the outside. Now Rath will grab the puck. Head behind his net. Up to McKenzie. McKenzie still giving chase. His line mates go for a change. Intercept the pass. Here comes a Let's Go. Catching Tigers at a change. Let's Go bearing down. Let's Go. Deep shot. Saved by the Farmington goalie. Now Grunwald centers the puck. Rath will grab it. Rath stops. Good move there. Rath moving in. Still with the puck. Throws it behind the net. Let's Go take it now behind the net. Centers it to Grunwald. Tigers will throw it out. For an ice. Now Slipka out here, Grunwald. And a Let's Go. Puck comes back to Bjorklund. Lets one go just wide of the net. Let's Go, throws it back behind the net. Here comes Slipka. He can't get it. Tigers break it out. Stretch pass. Ooh, almost had the Irish there on a long pass. Rath was back there though. The Tigers win the puck. Puck's laying in the slot. Still in the slot. Shot coming in. Mahoval to save. First save of the game by Mahovold. Now Rath with the puck behind the net. Out to a Let's Go. Let's Go can't grab it. Tigers have numbers, head to the Irish zone. Shot coming right on. Kick save by Mahovold. Irish throw it out, can't get it out though. Farmington shot blocked by, looks like Bjorklund took one off the ankle there. Great sacrifice of the body by Bjorklund. Now Farmington in the Irish zone. Broder's there battling. Hild on the puck. Over to Kaplan. His pass is picked off. Hild in the corner. Banks it off the wall to Broders. Broders off the wall. Can't clear the zone. Now Eklund giving chase. Oh, nice save by Mahovold to stick the puck aside. Irish will get it out. About a minute and a half to go in the first. Coming in. Farmington. Puck lane in the slot again. Irish having a hard time clearing the zone here. Tigers keep it in again. Now it comes on Eklund's stick. He's going to head behind the net. Eklund will bank it off the boards. It's going to go down for an ice. Groff to take the face off. Comes back to Bjorklund. Bjorklund rings it around. Looking for Pilger. Pilger, good move there along the wall. He's got McKenzie breaking, intercepted by the Tiger defense though. Now Bjorklund again, rink wide, goes to Broders. Off his skates. Tigers come back at the Irish. Good play there by McFarland and Groff on D though. And Groff with the puck. Rolls it all the way around the boards. McKenzie's gonna get it, but just hit it a little too far. Now he picks up the puck. He's got Pilger in front of the net. McKenzie back to D. McFarland. McFarland lets one go. Hit traffic in front. Now Pilger with the puck. Back to Bjorklund. Bjorklund walks in, shoots. Off the blocker of the Farmington goalie. Now Groff grabs it. Back to Bjorklund on D. Bjorklund throws it in the corner. McKenzie behind the net. 10 seconds to go. Pilger comes out with a puck. Pilger behind the net. Irish hoping to get a shot. 3 seconds to go. Center of the puck. And that'll do it for the first.
Good job, guys.
All right, start of period 2. Slipko out there at the face-off dot. the Let's Go and Hild. Back on D, Rath and Eklund. Farmington will grab it early and bring it in the zone. Centering pass there, knocked away. Here comes Slipka with a puck. He'll bank it off the boards, looking for Hild. Hild gets bumped off the puck and goes down. Eklund pushes back behind the net. Now here's a Let's Go. Grabs a loose puck. Get a 2-on-1, a Let's Go and Hild. Farmington gets numbers back. Shot off the Tiger skate. Didn't get to the net. Now Farmington back the other way. Farmington heading right in. Good play there by Eklund. Knocks away the chance. Farmington still with the puck in the zone. Working it around. Shot knocked away by Moldy. Tigers working the puck in the zone. Shot. Let's Go. Tried to stick on the blue line. Lost the puck. Centering pass. Rath had his man tied up though. Good play. Here's Rath with the puck. He'll bring it out. Rath dumps it in. Irish going for a change. Kaplan grabs the puck, throws it in the zone. Tigers will toss it right back out. Splinter grabs it, throws it in. Broder's on the forecheck. And must have been offside. Or an ice, I guess. So all the way down here we go.
Hey, we need more!
Puck drop in the Irish zone. Splinter wheels it all the way around for Pilger. Now Pilger looking ahead. Great pass to the Kaplan. Kaplan breaks in. Shot. Didn't get all of it. Saved by the Tiger goalie. Now Kaplan picks the pocket of the D. Gets it back in. Pilger behind the net. Kaplan in the corner. Pilger comes to help. Pilger comes out with it. Good pass there. Back to D. It's Bjorklund. He'll backhand it in the corner. Tigers throw it out to the D. To Bjorklund. He'll put it back in. Bad pass there. Here comes Bjorklund walking right in. Just wide of the net with a shot. I don't know if it quite got there. Now another turnover in front. Broders throws it at the net. Knocked away. Good pressure by the Irish. Kaplan behind the net to get it back to Bjorklund. He throws it in. Tigers come out with the puck. Tigers in the Irish zone. Shot coming right on. Glove save, Moldy. Groff at the faceoff, goes forward with it. Comes out of the zone. Tigers throw it back in. Groff over there to break up the play. Rings it all the way around. McFarland. McFarland now in the corner. He's bumped off the puck. Tigers with the puck behind the net. Groff knocks his man down. No call. Now Brennan knocks the puck away. Eklund up to McKenzie. McKenzie to Pilger. Pilger will dump it in. And icing. Thought it was maybe a penalty. It is a penalty. Didn't really see what happened. Irish to the power play. Slipka out there. Grunwald. And let's go on the power play. Slipka throws it in the corner. Lechka going to get it. Tigers are ringing around. Rath to pinch from his D. Holds it in to to Lechko. Lechko's pass intercepted. Farmington grabs it, throws it down for an ice. Same line still out there. Here's Slipka. Goes forward with it. Farmington will grab it. No, now it's Grunwald behind the net. Grunwald's got a puck behind the net. Looking for someone to pass to. Grunwald centering pass to Let's-Go. He's tied up. Backhander, Let's-Go. Rebound. Puck in the crease. Now it comes out. Big slapper come up by Bjorklund. Oh, it hits someone right in the back. Ouch. Now Grunwald battling, holding on to the puck. Grunwald doing some dirty work over there. Centering pass, misses a Let's-Go. Rath will come in, throwing right at the net. Tip by Grunwald, just wide. Now Farmington full strength. Shot right in. Kind of a lofty, tricky shot. Moldy holds on. So we got Broders out there with Hild and Kaplan now. Eklund Splinter on D. Broders ties up his man. Hild goes forward with it. Now loses at the blue line. Shot at the net. Splinter knocks that down. Now rebound right in front of the net. Didn't quite get there. Now Splinter gets it out to Kaplan. Kaplan with speed. Into the Tiger zone. Kaplan head to the net. Kaplan walks right in. Shoots. Oh, right off the post. Kaplan. Right off the near-sided post. Oh, that was a chance. Great play by Kaplan. Now Eklund to the corner. Up to Hild. Puck. Clear the zone. Tigers grab it right back in. Knocked away at the last minute by Moldy. Here comes Splinter. Splinter into the zone. Splinter shot right in. Great shot by Splinter. He goes crashing to the boards, but saved. Tigers will throw it out. No, Bjorklund has it. Bjorklund in the zone, circling around. Finds Kaplan back on D. Kaplan lets one go. Right into the glove of the Tandy of the Tigers. Irish switch goalies halfway through the second. Mahova back in net now. Irish in the zone off the faceoff. Here's Pilger with a loose puck. Pilger banks it off the side of the net. Now Groff just battle in the corner. McKenzie there. Pilger comes over the check to help. He gets checked. Now we have a penalty. Might get one on Pilger for a rough there. He kind of took or both kids? I don't know. One guy. Irish to the power play. So Groff at the dot. Goes forward with it. Groff behind the net. Over to Pilger. Back to Groff. Now it's McFarland. He'll throw it back in the zone. Pilger. Pass back to D. McFarland lets one go. Right into the glove of the Tiger goalie. Same line out there. Groff, Pilger, McKenzie, McFarland, Bjorklund on D. Irish trying to get something going on this power play. Tigers whip it around. Tigers go D to D. Now throw it out of the zone. Up to neutral ice. Bjorklund up the boards to Pilger. Hops over to stick. Now Bjorklund, good pass there, looking for McKenzie. He can't get a hold of it. Tigers will throw it in. No. Ice. Slipka to take this one. Now let's go on the puck. Let's go working behind the net. Centering pass, just missing Grunwald. Eklund will pinch, keep the puck in. Good play there. Here comes the Let's Go. He winds, fires. Wide of the net. Grunwald grabs a loose puck. Now Grunwald throws it at the net. Off a defenseman's skate. Irish are buzzing here. Here's Slipka behind the net now. Slipka with the puck. Look at Slipka working his magic behind the net. Centers it out front. Puck's laying in the slot. Rebound. Save. Grade A chance by the Irish there. Couldn't get one in. Farmington comes out. Shot coming in wide of the net. Rebound. Shot. Stick save. Mahovold. Tigers at full strength. Here's Slipka wheeling around. Slipka shot right in. Save, rebound. Now Slipka behind the net, tries to stuff it in. Knocked away. Tigers coming out, 2-on-2. Eklund back on D with Rath. Shot. Saved by Mahovold. Rebound. Eklund clears it out. Up to Let's Go. Let's Go. Up to Broders off his stick. Now here's the Let's Go again. Weaving into the zone. A Let's Go. Taken down. But it comes to Hild. Hild centers it. Shot wide of the net by Broders. Another chance for the Irish. Hild centers another one. Hild with a shot. Kick save. Farmington. Now Broders goes down in front of the ref. Penalty coming on the Tigers. Irish the power play again. So many chances this period to go up another goal. Broders to take the draw. He's got Hilden Kaplan with him. Kaplan off the face-off dot. Shot. Save. Bjorklund comes up. Overskates the puck. Broders now holds onto it. Broders backhands it into Hild. Hild in the corner. Hild behind the net. Holding on, looking for someone open. Good play. Back to Spinner. Shot. Way wide of the net. Now it's Kaplan. Goes back to D. Bjorklund walks in. Bjorklund shot. Right into the Farmington goalie. What's up, Jack? What do you got there?
I'm shifting up.
Yeah. Anytime, man. Anytime. All right, Irish changed it up. Pilger, McKenzie out there. Groff centering him. Eklund, McFarland on D. 19 seconds to go in the power play. Groff comes to the puck at the face-off dot. Here's Eklund. Eklund walks in. Shot. Deflected into goal! Shiver me timbers! Shot in a goal. Eklund Lights the lamp on that one. So Irish finally get what they're looking for. 2-goal lead. Now Tigers out with it. Pilger knocked his man down. Tigers right back in the zone now. Shot. Wide of the net. Here's McFarland. Up the boards he goes to McKenzie. McKenzie cross ice to Pilger. Here comes Pilger. He's got a one-on-one. Pilger racing in. Pilger to the net. Shot. Knocked away by the Farmington D. Fresh off line change. Grunwald comes in. Back to McFarland on D. Shoots. It's covered up. A lot of extracurriculars after the whistle. I have a feeling if the lead gets any bigger, it may boil over at some point. We'll keep an eye on that. Now Slipka throws it in the zone. Intercepted. Grunwald shot kicked away by the goalie. Grunwald again. Let's go. Backhands it behind the net. Slipka comes over to get it. Tigers come out with the puck. Offside on the Tigers. Here's Slipka. Just under 30 seconds to go in the second. Let's go. Grabs a loose puck. Up to Grunwald. Grunwald lets one go wide of the net. Let's go. Centers one. Just past Grunwald. Now Bjorklund up from his D position. Let's go right up front. He shoots, he scores. Oh, let's go. He's playing like a man possessed. 4 goals in 2 games for Let's Go with under 3 seconds to go in the period. Extending the Irish lead. So that'll do it for the end of 2. Start of the third. Irish up by 3. Here's Kaplan breaking right in off the faceoff. Now Broders picks it up. Broders tosses one at the net. Glove down and held on to. Broders wins the faceoff to Kaplan. Back to Broders. Intercepted by Farmington though. They'll break out of the zone. Off their stick comes the Splinter. Splinter up the wall. It's knocked down. Farmington keeps it in. Centering pass and a goal. So Tigers get on the board early in the third. It's 3-1 Irish. Now Groff out there. Pilger and McKenzie.
Stop, boys.
Here comes Pilger. Puck along the sidewall. Pilger checked from behind. Ooh. Could have been scary. No call. Pilger gets up. Puck comes out. Here's McFarland with it. Now McKenzie takes a trip. Tigers coming in the zone. McFarland sweeps it around to Groff. Groff off the boards to Pilger. Now it's back to Groff. Here comes Groff with speed. Groff into the corner. Shot. Knocked away by the Farmington goalie. Tigers come out. Bank it off the boards. Bjorklund will come up and break up the play. Here's Bjorklund. Bjorklund looking for space. Here he comes in the zone. Bjorklund will spin around in the corner. Nice play there. Back to D. It's McFarland. Lets one go from the D. Glove save. Now Slipka to take the draw. It's in his skates. Grunwald will pick it up. Grunwald throws back towards the D. Tigers are waiting for it though, and they'll come out. Slipka back checks, grabs the puck. Now Rath will throw out of the zone. Now it's offside on Farmington. Eklund with the puck off the draw. He'll bank it off the boards. Looking for Grunwald, but too much there. It'll be an ice. Coming down all the way to the Irish end.
Get one, Tigers. Let's go.
Slipka at the dot, pushes it forward to Grunwald. Grunwald off the boards. It's the race for the puck. Grunwald wins the race, centers it, and a let's go. Puts it away. 4-1 Irish. Let's go. Just putting everything in the bank. Bringing the heat. 4-1 Irish in the third. Now Grunwald grabs it, will throw it in. Same line out there. That was a great goal. Grunwald held off his man and then centered it to Lesko, who just one-timed it right in the net. Hild now on the puck in the corner. Hild looking to center it. Holds onto it. Spinner M on the corner. Nice job by Hild holding on. Little mohawk there. Now back to D. Eklund will grab it. Not quite enough. Eklund off the sidewall. Offside. Broders off the dot, goes forward with it. They lose it. But it squirts back to Bjorklund. Bjorklund, backhand up the wall, looking for Hild. Hild will grab it. Here comes Hild. Into the corner. Bumped off the puck, goes down. Slap shot coming in. Rebound, Irish. Puck laying there in a slot. Big scrum. Shot goes wide. Irish going to go on the power play. Now Groff puts it back to D. Hops over Bjorklund, skates and stick, but he's got it. Bjorklund, D to D to Splinter. Splinter up the wall to Hild. Hild can't hold on. And Irish going to go to the power play. So Broders out there with Hild and Kaplan. Bjorklund Spinner on D. Kaplan in the corner. Tigers grab possession, ring it all the way around. Bjorklund comes over, can't quite get to it. Race to the puck. Splinter uses his wheels to grab it. Splinter, nice stop behind the net there. Comes the other way. Splinter. Here comes the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Assassin. Splinter in the zone. Shot wide of the net. Farmington will throw it out. Splinter tries to glove it. Goes off his glove. Now Bjorklund has it. Goes to Hild. Hild looking to pass. Pass there to Kaplan. Kaplan shot deflected wide of the net. Hild centers it. Hops over Kaplan's stick. But McFarland has it. McFarland's got time. He walks in. Shot. Knocked down wide of the net. Broders puts it back to Bjorklund. Bjorklund will lose it. Tigers coming out. Bjorklund, strong back check there. Great back check by Bjorklund. And Pilger tries to clear the zone. Can't quite do it. Comes to Kaplan. Kaplan will knock it out. Tigers throw it back in. Tigers back at full strength here. McKenzie gets a touch on it. Here comes Pilger. Look at Pilger though. Great hustle and a stop by Pilger in the corner. Pilger looking to center. Wheeling around. Pilger. Look at Pilger go in his office behind the net. Pilger centering shot. Pass. Great play. McKenzie with the rebound. Saved, held on to. Pilger showing off his moves behind the net there. Great vision, finding a man open in front of the net. Halfway through the third. Irish still up by 3. Shots on goal. Currently 38 for Rosemount, 11 for Farmington. Now off the dot, it's Groff. Tigers come out with the puck though. Knocked down by Pilger. Pilger puts it back in the zone. Chasing in is McKenzie. He can't get it. Puck squirts out. Pilger's there again. Pilger's all over the place this shift. Pilger, nice pass behind the net to McKenzie. McKenzie holds onto it. Back around to Pilger. Pilger lost it. Farmington will grab it and throw it out. McFarland back on D. McFarland will just push it up the boards. Goes all the way down, and here's a loose puck. McKenzie grabs a loose puck. Bear right in. McKenzie shot wide of the net. McKenzie grabs his own rebound. He's got Groff wide open in front of the net. McKenzie leaves it for Eklund. Eklund walks in, shoots. He scores! B-Dog lights the lamp. Irish up by 4 goals.
Rosemount.
Let it go, B-Dog! Irish changed the lines. We had Grunwald, Let's Go, Slip out there now. Puck comes back to Mobile. Tigers haven't had much offense this period. Now Eklund back on the D. Little miscommunication there. Loses the puck by the net. That could have been disastrous. Irish come right back though. It's Grunwald bearing down. Grunwald centering pass and a goal. It's a Let's Go with another hattie. Oh my word, a Let's Go. I think it's another hat. Back-to-back games. I'll say it again, the man possessed, a Let's Go. And another apple there for Grunwald. Great passing play. Almost a duplicate of the last goal by those two. Grunwald to a Let's Go. Here comes Grunwald again. Not that time. Tigers come out with it. Centering pass. Intercepted by Farmington. Farmington shot coming in. Behovel the save. Broders to the face-off. Back to Bjorklund. Rings it around to Kaplan. Kaplan can't find the puck. Tigers with it behind the net. Tigers will backhand it to their D. And too much comes out of the zone. Tigers back on the attack, but Rath breaks up the play. Now Rath looking ahead, looking for Kaplan. Can't connect with him. Now it's Kaplan held up along the boards. Puck is laying in the top of the slot. Tigers come out with it. 3-on-2 for the Tigers. Offside, I believe. Broders out there now. In his skates off the dot, still there. Kaplan over to grab it. Up the wall, he comes to Broders. Broders trying to break loose. Surrounded by Tigers, he does. He's got Hill in front of the net. Broders stops. Nice move there, fakes out the D behind the net. Broders with the puck. Broders strong on his skates. Puts it back to Bjorklund, they can't hold on. Out of the zone it comes. Now Bjorklund back up the wall. Okay. Tigers grab it, throw it all the way back in. Here's Bjorklund to get it. Bjorklund up to Kaplan. Kaplan's going to use his legs. Kaplan carrying it all the way into the zone, offside. Irish changing up, now it's Groff out there. With Pilger and McKenzie. Tigers will dump it in, right to Splinter's stick. Splinter behind the net. Off the wall to Pilger. And out of the zone. Dangerous pass there. Groff almost grabbed that one. McKenzie will pick up the loose puck though. McKenzie in the corner. He's bumped off the puck. Now he still holds onto it. He gets to the Pilger. Pilger in the corner, surveys, up to Eklund. Eklund's gonna walk in, shoot one, tipped wide by McKenzie. McKenzie grabs a rebound, spins in the corner. McKenzie, the double deuce, working it in the corner. Stops, he's got Groff in front of the net. Right under Groff's stick. Tigers will grab it out. Now here's Eklund. Off the wall it goes to Pilger. Pilger will throw it ahead. Still in the zone. Groff gets it. Just under 2 minutes to go in the game here. Now McKenzie behind the net. Spinning around. Boy, they can't get the puck from him. Over to pick it up is Grunwald. Grunwald holding on to the puck. Centering for Groff. He misses it. Now Groff in the corner. Over to McKenzie. McKenzie. Behind the net, tries a wraparound. Not quite there. Just over a minute to go. Puck laying loose in the slot there. Slipka had a shot. It was knocked down. Now Bjorklund picks it up. Wheels around on D. Bjorklund walking right in. Shot. Way wide of the net. McFarland centers it. Steered aside by the Tiger goalie. Net got knocked off, so we'll have a whistle. Puck deep in the Tiger zone. McFarland comes over, takes a shove. Now a scrum along the boards. Get McFarland over there with Grunwald. Puck comes out. Let's go behind the net. Let's go. Nice play there. Centers it for Slipka. Can't get it. Now Slipka picks up the puck. Slipka's tied up. Puck's laying there. Rebound. It's in. Oh, let's go. Holy smokes. He's got another one. Shot wide of the net by the Tigers. Tigers trying to get one last shot coming in here. Backhand held on to Memahold. And that'll do it for the game. What did I tell you? I knew there'd be pushing and shoving at the end of the game. A 7-1 win for the Irish. See you tomorrow in the district playoff championship game.